Got one of those auto turrets over there.
Copy auto turret. They can be taken control of.
We're in the clear.
This place could have some useful intel.
Michael Sugg. Tune in to the local news.
And to enjoy the life that they built in the land of the free. Listen to this guy explain it perfectly.
If you felt like the Western world has gone insane over the last decade, you're not wrong. The madness has a name: political ponerology, the study of how psychopaths take over society. According to Polish psychiatrist Andrew Lobachowski, psychopaths, sociopaths, and individuals with deep psychological disorders infiltrate institutions not by merit or integrity, but by their unrivaled ability to lie, manipulate, and destroy. The result is pathocracy, a system ruled by the disorder, where moral, competent, and sane people are pushed out, silenced, or destroyed. Here's how it unfolds. The central psychopath rise to the top. Lacking empathy, driven by narcissism, manipulation, and sadism, they view society as a playground of power. In a corrupted system, their evil traits aren't a liability, they're an asset. Schizoids serve as the ideological architects. Detached and theoretical, they create inhuman policies with utopian logic. Lockdowns, depopulation agendas, safe supply drug programs, all totally detached from their human cause. Spellbinders are the charismatic mouthpieces, celebrities, pundits, and influencers who captivate the public with slogans about equity and safety, disguising tyranny as compassion. The spellbound are true believers. Hypnotized, these are the foot soldiers of the regime, convinced they're on a moral crusade while defending totalitarianism. Adaptive conformists know better, but comply. They just follow orders to keep their jobs, reputations, or social standing, gradually numbing their conscience in the process. The resistors see through it all. They retain empathy and moral clarity, but are hunted, censored, and scapegoated for refusing to kneel. Then there's the bystanders, the majority of the population who are confused or afraid. Some slowly adopt the regime's norms just to avoid conflict. Their silence enables the system to metastasize. Look around. Violent criminals are freed while whistleblowers exposing government corruption are harassed and threatened. Kids are taught gender dogma while literacy collapses. Bureaucrats push equity while freezing bank accounts. None of this is accidental. It's the end state of ponerogenesis. In a pathocracy, truth is treason, insanity is extremism. The system rewards the disorder and punishes the moral. This is not liberalism. It's not progress. It's a psychological coup. Until we recognize that we're not fighting bad ideas, but pathological people, we will keep losing ground. It's not left versus right, it's sanity versus madness. And until sanity takes power back, the collapse will continue.
Even the very fact that we have to call ourselves normal gays to remind people that we are not the crazy ones says a lot. But of course, people on the left will say that we made our privilege check, that we're just a bunch of cis straight, well, not cis straight, but cis heteronormative white gays. Why? Like all because we love capitalism and making something of ourselves? But they don't want that. They want a complete deconstruction of Western civilization and values. It's no longer about equal rights. That's why leftists even if they're queer, love people like Donnie. My friends Savannah and Daniel and I, and even Misha at some point walked around New York City Dyke March and the Pride Parade, and again, we needed bodyguards. If you haven't seen those videos, I highly suggest you go and watch them after you finish watching this. I'll link those below in the description as well for you. Listen to this queer person explain the ideology and their ideas. Scary.
I know that we're all really excited that Lomdani won. While I am also happy that it was him and not somebody else, I need us all to remember that we're not here for reform. We're here for revolution. We are building alternate systems. We are engaging in direct action.
These people are not the same as me by any metric. That's why they hate us, and that's why the normal gays like myself and the normal transes have become a target. The social cost of moderate views. Not only do normal gays get targeted, canceled, and harassed by these types of queer people, but people forget that when other LGBT people see this type of stuff happening, they're more afraid to speak their mind. They know that even if they agree with normal gays, they can't say it out loud. They have to keep to themselves. Life on that side becomes a purity test. They become brainwashed very quickly, or realize that they have to fight for things they don't even believe in, or have to fake it. And trust me, the psychological impact of having to do that, of having to constantly go against your morals, can't be healthy. And I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of these leftists are miserable all the time. Their lives revolve around revolutions, protests, performative activism, and that just doesn't make any sense. Moderate and more conservative voices like, myself are drowned out. People like Blair White, Rob Smith, Daniel, Mickey, Becky, myself are not invited to, White House events when Democrats are in charge. Not-for-profits like the HRC, Glisten, GLAAD, never invite us to events. Normal gays have had to go to social platforms like X to make sure our voices are heard. I mean, it's no wonder why we started hanging out with more conservative-leaning people. Now, not only have the normal gays been kicked out by the woke agenda, but corporate America for a long time had followed suit. Remember, we saw people that were trans with, boobs and chest hair on billboards. We had trans bathing suits for kids at Target, drag queens twerking at Pride events with corporate sponsors with kids present. So not only did the normal gays have to deal with this shit, but the normal straights had to as well. And that is one of the reasons LGBT acceptance has gone down. Listen to Ben, who I believe is on the left, explain it.
After years of steady growth, American support for LGBTQ issues is falling. That is according to a new Gallup poll, which shows a decline in support for same-sex marriage and transgender acceptance among US adults.
This is a time for us to pay attention, but to not run and panic.
She says the current political climate is having a real impact on the LGBTQ community. The survey was conducted in May, and it found that 65% of US adults believe that same-sex marriage should be legal. That is down from a record high of 71% in 2022. It also found that 62% of Americans say gay or lesbian relationships are morally acceptable, and that's the lowest level since 2016. When it comes to transgender issues, support is also falling, with just 38% saying that transition is, quote, morally acceptable, and that's down from 46% in 2021.
Okay. What are you listening to? The news about gays. I don't know. That seems to be what's on the channel of this vehicle. Okay. So that means we have to listen to it? No. It's just weird. Can we move on? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of shocked that that world is turning on each other. Oh, are you surprised? No. Then why are you shocked? The rate that they're turning against each other. They're psychopaths. They want to take control of that world, that crazy world. Why are we talking about that? I don't know. Come on, let's go. My apologies. Gotta be careful what I listen to.
Get it!
Whoa!
One less bag, man. Go! Hostiles hit! Target hit!
Figure out where we're going.
Night-night. Or unit down.
Hey, look. The system needs to restart. Okay. Gotta take a break. Oh my gosh. Alright. Do what you gotta do.